Today I'm going to show you how to sew this simple tote that has the handles that are part of the design, and you get this bonus pouch design that is from the space in between the handles. I'm going to show you how I sew this up as well as how to sew this with a zipper. The design of this bag is made so that it's reversible, but I'm going to refer to this fabric as the exterior and this one as the interior. I'm going to start by sewing both of them exactly the same, and that's going to be starting with sewing the three sides, so this side here, the bottom side, and then this side here. And what you want to do is make sure that all the fabric, the good sides, are facing each other. And before you start sewing, you can pin your fabrics together. I normally don't pin it, but it's completely up to you. You can pin it. And I was using a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance for the project. I've got my 2 layers of fabric. I'm sewing the exterior part first, and I am sewing along the sides of the bag. I wanted to show you how I do the gusset. I stick my finger inside and I just pinch here and then I pull it. That way the seams line up. And then what I do is I fold the seam on the opposite side, so one side goes one way, then the other side goes the other way. And I find this is a much easier way to make sure that your seams line up. And you can pin this before you sew. And you'll repeat the exact same steps to the other side of the gusset. There it is sewn, and I'm going to just turn the good sides out just to show you what it looks like on the other side. This is what it looks like on the other side. I've sewn the 3 sides plus the gusset on the exterior and the lining piece. For the exterior piece, I've turned it good sides out, and then the lining piece, I've kept it with the good sides in. And the next step is to take your piece and slide it inside and make sure that the gusset and everything is just all lined up. And the next step is we're going to sew around the edge and then also do the handles. I switched to a darker thread, that way you could see the lines a little bit better and have a better understanding of where you should be sewing. The side piece here, you could see, so the side here you could see I sewed all the way around. So I did that on the other side as well. The other side here, it's done exactly the same way. I sewed along here and then left this part unsewn. I would say this is about 3 inches or so. I would just leave a gap just after the curve here, because you don't want to, you want the curve here so that when you're doing the top stitching it's a lot easier. So I did that on that side. So on the other side I did the same thing. I left the spacing here of the fabric being unsewn. So there it is. And then I left a gap here of an unsewn area so that I could turn it good sides out. I made it a little bit smaller, but you can always cut it a little bit bigger if you find that you're having trouble pulling it out. The next step, all the curved areas, I'm going to cut some darts. That way when I turn it good sides out, this will be a nicer curve. I'll show you how I do that. There are 2 different ways you can do darts. You can just take the tip of your scissors and just cut straight lines like this all the way across, and you want to stop just before the sewn line. Another way to create darts is to cut like a triangular shape. Both work fine, and the goal is to try to get as close to the sewn line as possible without going over, and this will help you with your curves. So you want to do that along all your curves, and you want to do that before you turn it good sides out. I'm going to go do that now, and then I'm going to show you how I turn it inside out. I've cut all the darts on the curved bits of my piece. I'm going to stick my hand inside the opening here and then pull the good sides out. And I'm going to put the lining piece inside like this, and then the handles, just pull them out. Sometimes if you have like pliers or something, or tweezers, that helps to pull them out easier. But I can get my fingers in there. Okay, so I'm going to just flatten everything out. This is what it's going to look like when you turn it good sides out. So the handles are, you know, like this, and the part that we didn't sew, there's a reason for that, so I'll show you now. You want to put the good sides together like this, and you want to sew along here, and then the same thing with these seams. You want to just fold it so they're on opposite sides, and you'll do that on both sides. So there, I sewed it on the top there, and there's the handle attached. I'm going to do this on the other side. So usually what I like to do is when I'm about to do the top stitching, I will open this up so that there's not so much fabric. That way it's not so bulky right there. And I'm going to do that on the other side as well. And when you go do the top stitching, this part here that you didn't sew and you left open, all you have to do is just fold the ends in like this, and then you just close it when you do the top stitching. Here's the top stitching that I did on the bag. You can see that I go pretty close. It's completely up to you. I've seen sometimes people go a little further in, but I like doing it pretty close to the edge. And this is what it looks like on the lining fabric. I've switched to a zipper foot, and I'm using the side where the opening is on the left side and the foot is on the right side. You could see there's another hole on this foot because this slides back and forth, but keep that in mind. I'm also using a metal zipper, and the tape on the metal zipper tends to be a little bit wider as well. So if you are using a plastic zipper, just keep in mind the seam allowance so that you're not too close to the zipper, because you need to leave a little bit of space so that the pole can slide. I'm starting with the exterior fabric, and I'm going to be placing the zipper facing down like this. And then I'm going to take the lining fabric and also placing the good sides down. And you want to line that up and pin it. Make sure everything is lined up right against the zipper foot there. And then you could start sewing that on. And usually when I get to where the pole is, I will make sure the needle is down, and then I slide the pole over. And sometimes you have to lift up the foot just to kind of get it past. And so there you have it. That's what it looks like. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, and then I'll show you how I close it. At this point, if you want to, you can top stitch this edge down, but if you do the top stitch of this, I would not go all the way through to the back of the lining. I would just go through to where the selvage area is here. But what I usually do is I usually just kind of press that with an iron, and I like the look of it without top stitching, so I usually leave it. What you want to do now is you want to make sure that the good sides are facing each other. So usually I have the fabric like this, so you have the lining facing each other, and then the exterior fabrics facing each other. And when I sew around the perimeter, I usually start at the end of the zipper. So this is the end of the zipper here. And what I do is I make sure that the tape is facing up like this. And then I make sure that they're lined to each other. And then I place it under the foot here, and I usually start about an inch or so below. And then I usually kind of adjust it, make sure that it's this little machine of mine has a hard time going over the zipper. Okay, and then you just continue around. And then when I get to about this point, I usually open up the zipper, and same thing, I make sure that the tape is, sorry, you can't see that. I open up the zipper and then I make sure that the tape is facing down like this. On both sides. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave a little bit of an opening at the bottom of the pouch. So I've double tack over there, and now I'm going to go over here. I leave about, I would say 3 inches of an opening, and I'm going to go and double tack this spot here. And then go around to where I started. So it is now, the perimeter of the entire pouch is now sewn with an opening at the bottom right there, and I do the opening at the interior fabric, not the exterior fabric. What I'm going to do now is cut darts around the curves, and then I'll turn it good sides out. So I've turned it good sides out, and what I would do now is I would sew this close on the edge here, really close to the edge, with a sewing machine. If you want to, you could sew it by hand using like a blind stitch, but just, you know, this isn't reversible or anything, so it doesn't really matter if you could see the stitching, and I would just sort of do it really close to the edge. I'm going to top stitch this edge here just to close the opening. And I go pretty close to the edge. You can see that's how close I go. So it looks like on both sides. Once I've sewn that edge, the pouch is complete. All I need to do is just push the lining in, make sure the corners are all lined up. And there's the lining fabric. And there's your finished little pouch. Here's our finished tote bag and the pouch. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.